Eurogirl Summer 2022. Okay, we're taking a little bit of a different approach with this glow up video specifically because I want to focus more. I feel like in the last glow up videos, it was a lot more like listy, right? Like it was like everything was laid out in a list and whatever. And I'll make a list for this one too, but I want this one to be based more in your intuition. Okay. We're going for like, I'm sure you've seen Coastal Grandmother on TikTok, right? We're going for Mediterranean Coastal Aunt. So like the fun aunt that's constantly traveling around Europe and is like a little drunk half the time and it's just kind of vibing. That's our summer, okay? That's what we're going for. We're a little bit late because it's almost May. However, I think these changes are not as like, you don't need as much time. It's like, I'm assuming that by now we have already made like the internal changes and we're working on like slowing down our minds. If you're not listening to my podcast, Endless Potential, I'll link it down below. A couple of those episodes will really like get you in the groove for mindset for the summer. We're gonna get into like the lifestyle that we'll be living, okay? Well, we're going for it. Okay, let's paint the picture. Cue my Pinterest board. We're going to be going with like a very slow living. I just did a podcast episode on that, so if you want to listen to that, I'll link it. Slow living, just kind of vibing, doing your thing, living your life, not really letting anything make you angry or mad or upset. We're really just like centering ourselves. That way we can actually enjoy the things that are going on around us and not really worry about like being anxious or angry or whatever. We're just like slowing everything down, okay? We're reading a lot of books, okay? I'll link some of my favorites down below. Untethered Soul is a must. Complete must. You can't get around reading. It's so good. 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Total Meditation. Both of those are by Deepak Chopra. What else is really good? The Alchemist. That's a great one. We are like, we're not sitting on our phones scrolling through TikTok while we're at the pool or the beach or whatever. We are educating ourselves and we're reading. Because you always look a lot cooler when, I mean, not that we're concerned about how we look, but you feel cooler and more like, I don't know, there's a vibe to like reading a book, sitting down by the water, whether it be the pool or whatever. All I did last summer while I was nannying my kids when they were at the pool, well, half the time, probably 85% of the time, I was swimming and playing with them and playing mermaids and making them do stupid dives and stuff. The other percent of the time, if they had like friends there or whatever, I read so many books and just really expanded my brain. Oh, what's the it's an astrology book, Cosmic Health. That one's a really, really good one too. That's a very good summer fun pool read because it's like a whole Bible on astrology and you can like read all of your friends' stuff. It's really fun. Slow fashion, okay? We're not buying bathing suits from Shein and what are the other ones? Zaful. We're done with that. That's for like children and college students that are going to parties all the time, okay? We as a collective are going to be supporting slow fashion, so things that are probably a little bit more on the expensive side, so you can't get as many of them, but you're going to get 1 or 2 really, really good quality pieces that you can wear over and over and over again. Like this, I wore this in my last sit down video, but I love it and it's so cute. It's from Jen's Pirate Booty. I got so many questions on this. And it was made with love in Mexico, and I know that even though I paid a little bit more for it, I feel better putting it on my body and wearing it because I know that the people that made it are not living in horrible work conditions and not like they're making what they should be making. So we're ditching Zaful and Shein. Just if you have a cart, throw it out. I don't care. And I get that things are like, it's cheap and whatever, but you can still find things that are like not super, super expensive that are like a little bit more well made and not like sweatshop kind of stuff, right? And it's not like it's not like a, oh, I don't want to be wearing Shein because it doesn't have a label thing. No, it's like because I, as a person, don't feel good wearing something when I know that it wasn't whatever. Okay, we want to have like, this is like an Italian, like Call Me By Your Name, when they're all sitting outside at the breakfast table, right? And they're all having like a stimulating conversation. We want to be educated. We want to be smart. We want to know like what we're doing, right? Like you just want, like I want like my brain to feel good. Eating wise, okay? We're not doing any diets. We're not doing any restricting. We're not doing any like random diet that you saw on TikTok or someone saying that you have to like fix this or whatever, okay? We are focusing on nourishing our bodies. So like, how can we do that? Like farmers markets, okay? In the summer, all of the farmers markets open up. I don't care where you live, probably near you somewhere, there's probably a little local farmers market. Local produce, farm to table, things that are like coming from the earth that you can put into your body because your body also came from the earth. We're not measuring what we eat. We are not like counting I can't tell you how long I spent counting calories or in a calorie deficit and my body was just constantly in like survival mode. We're done with all of that. We are slow living, and slow living means that we are not constantly obsessing over the things that we are eating, okay? I don't want to be there anymore. I want to eat an entire like bowl this big of strawberries that came from the farmer's market, and they're like little and cute and sweet, and I just want to like pop them in my mouth. You can eat the green part of strawberries, by the way. Just make sure you wash them really good, but you can eat the green part. It's really, really good for you. Feels kind of weird at first, but it is good for you. Like just fresh, beautiful produce, okay? I'm not saying that you have to just like keep stuffing your mouth with kale, but like summer is the time when all of the good, like peaches are back in season, watermelon is back in season, okay? So we're gonna limit the amount of like processed foods that we're eating, and we're gonna focus on eating foods that are like whole, that came from the earth, because that's gonna make us feel good, and that's what's on like the Pinterest boards. That's the pretty stuff that's on the Pinterest boards, okay? Lots of like fresh heirloom tomatoes. What else? Like just really good like fresh basil, fresh, oh my god, I just love. Pretty food is like my favorite thing in the world, okay? If you haven't checked out my Pinterest, or like I feel like my Instagram feed right now is really encompassing the kind of vibe that we're going for during the summer. We're romanticizing everything, okay? Absolutely everything. Your little more, I talked about this in my last podcast episode. Your morning drive to Starbucks, going on a walk in the sunshine, all of it, okay? We're romanticizing literally everything because you were on this planet. Enjoy it, soak it up, okay? We are just, like, if you nanny or you have a summer job, like, just, you're the main character, okay? You're the main character in the story of your life, and everything you do is for the plot line. So make the plot line interesting, okay? Take risks, do stupid things. Don't like abide by your comfort zone. We're going out of our comfort zones, and we are just completely experiencing life for what it is. If you need help doing that, Untethered Soul, literally, I cannot recommend it enough. And I also have a full episode of it on my podcast, because this video is like a little bit of like, we're just kind of bringing everything together quickly. The podcast is where we get into it in detail. Flowers from Trader Joe's, even just shopping at Trader Joe's. If you don't have a Trader Joe's near you, I am very sorry for you. That's really sad. You might want to like think about moving somewhere that does have one. It's amazing. Even just like fresh flowers from your local farmer's market or whatever. Even if you have like a little like garden space or just some dirt in your backyard, like I have like a little like garden bed, plant your own little flowers, and then when they grow, cut them and then put them in a little vase in your bedroom or your kitchen or something. It's just fresh flowers. I feel like they encompass the whole vibe of like the slow living Mediterranean girl kind of vibe. That's what we're calling it. Okay, we're gonna take photos of everything. Literally everything, okay? From your morning coffee to your like pool day, your pool bag, things that are in your pool bag, like your outfits, OOTDs, when you order a bunch of clothes that are like slowly made, nice, good quality. We're taking pictures of that, okay? We are just like, if you're out for ice cream with your friends at night, we're taking pictures of everything because we want to remember the moments. I can't tell you how many times I've experienced a moment where I wish that I captured it so I could like go back into the picture and kind of like feel it all again. So we're taking pictures of absolutely everything. It's a must. It's a must. And you don't necessarily have to like post them, just even like just for you. I post them because I like making things pretty and having it all like cohesively on my Instagram feed. Total vibe. Experiencing every moment to its fullest potential, okay? We are fully, completely like just soaking up every single moment, being super present. We're not worried about what's happening in the future. We're not concerned about the stupid things that we did in the past because we don't care what anyone thinks about us, okay? We don't, because we're past that, okay? We don't need that kind of negative energy. We are not worrying about what people think of us. We are not concerned with other people's opinions. We are not trying to please other people. We are just completely in the moment ourselves. Nothing else matters. Because other people's opinions of us are none of our business. So we're just gonna experience everything fully in the moment. We are laying in the sun with like SPF that's not like, here's my thing with sunscreen. A lot of sunscreens are shown to cause more harm than good. I'm all for sun protection. However, mineral-based sunscreens, okay? Just get a good like search on Amazon, one that is like literally just zinc or like has very minimal ingredients and isn't like, you can't read all of the words, okay? You want to be able to read the words that are on your sunscreen. That's all I'm saying on that. I always get comments on like, Rachel, wearing sunscreen. Oh. We're wearing gold jewelry and flowy dresses. To me, the Mediterranean girl vibe is gold jewelry. And it's flowy, beautiful, very loose, effortless clothing pieces. Lots of like linen and whites and creams, but also every now and then throw in like a really like cute, vibrant, like really patterned dress or something that's kind of like, whoa, very out there. Mix it in with the basics and it's just like, that's the whole vibe. Whole vibe. Okay. Effortless living. We are not like completely trying to plan out every single thing that's happening. We are not trying to control every situation like a little puppet marionette strings. We are not focusing on the things that we don't have already and the things that we want to get. We're focusing on like, this right now is your life, okay? What you are living right now is your life. We're not going to try and like orchestrate it a specific way. We're just going to live it and experience it. And that's all, okay? Nothing matters because if you don't let it bother you, it's not going to bother you. And it sounds like it's kind of like, ugh, at the beginning, like it's something that like, it takes practice to do, but truly nothing can get to you if you don't let it get to you, all right? It's like, it's a little bit of a mind game at first, but once you start playing with yourself and you're like, am I really going to let myself get upset over something like that? Like, that's kind of stupid. Why would I like, right? Like that, it's dumb. So play that little game with yourself. I'm telling you, it's really going to help you just like fully embrace your beautiful summer effortless lifestyle, okay? It's the vibe. It's just all about the vibe, okay? Lots and lots of loose Dutch braids, okay? This is like my vibe for the summer. Lots of little braids, like little, just doing like little braids into here. Big, loose Dutch braids. We don't want to have like our hair in our face, okay? I fully, like, good for the people that have like the Dyson Airwraps and like their hair always looks perfect. I'm not one of them, okay? I literally wake up in the morning and this is what we work with. I simply don't care enough. So I throw a couple Dutch braids in. We're going to be fully embracing and living our lives. I don't have time for a full ass like blowout routine. I don't have time for it. I do have time, however, to just braid in really quick and then be done with it. I don't want my hair to look perfect because in my Pinterest boards, none of the girls' hair looks perfect, so why would I want my hair to look like that? Blue, like really pretty crystal clear blue ocean water and clear blue skies vibes, okay? I'm not saying that you have to live near the ocean. It's great if you do. But that kind of vibe, okay? That kind of energy. The very just like the ocean is very healing. It has like negative ions that are just like when you're in the ocean, it's very healing. We have healing girl energy. We are healing our generational trauma. We are not letting what other people think about us affect us. We are not letting stupid, trivial little things throughout the day make us angry. We are fully embracing life as it is at this moment. I still feel like it's dark. Healing ourselves through just simply experiencing and being. That's all. This summer is the beginning of your new journey, okay? For me, it literally is the beginning of a new journey. Like, I'm moving at the end of the summer. I'm beginning the entire rest of my life. However, if you are not, you can make this summer the start of your new, like, path. Make it the start of, like, exploring within yourself, figuring out, like, what do I want to do with my life? What makes me happy? What, like, lights the spark that's inside of my heart? What are things that I do during the summer months that really, like, light me on fire and make me feel absolutely amazing? Like, tune into that a little bit and really try and, like, kind of knead through and figure out how you can translate that into, like, your next life goal journey, whatever you want to call it. Soak up every single moment, okay? We're not worrying about if we completely follow the glow up plan step by step every day. We're not worrying about if our morning routine doesn't look like the That Girls on TikTok, okay? We're not worrying about any of it. We are enjoying where we are at and really experiencing it. And that's going to give you so much peace. I can't even describe it, okay? Fully just be present. Be with yourself. Experience it. All of it. Every single little, from the smallest little butterfly crossing your path to a little caterpillar to like a bunch of ants that are like little running around on the sidewalk. Like, that's the kind of stuff that we're focusing our energy towards. Not toxic thoughts. Not they didn't invite me to this, so I'm going to be mad at them. Not whatever. Let it all go. Don't let anything affect you. Because you're a tiny speck on a floating blue dot. It doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter, okay? Riding in the car with the windows down. I feel like that's self-explanatory. If you have a sunroof, put the sunroof down. All of the windows down. Top off the Jeep kind of energy, okay? We're just really like... I feel like the wind is very symbolic of just... let it all go. Just be so present. Like, when you're riding in the car with the windows all down and music blaring, can you really think about anything else besides that present moment, right? Laughing with your friends. If you don't have friends, laughing with your family. If you don't like your family, laugh with yourself. Just laugh. It makes everything so much better. Watch Schitt's Creek and laugh at the stupid stuff that Moira and David do. Like, just so much laughter and joy and happiness and candid moments, okay? Have your friend, like, play a little game with your friends or, like, your sister or even just yourself. Like, see who can take, like, the best candid photos of each other, because the candid photos are the ones that are, like, just the best. My favorite photos that I have of, like, me and Katie during, like, trips or during the summer are, like, the stupid candid ones that we took, like, just out of nowhere, not even thinking about it. That's the kind of, like, and those are the pictures that are on Pinterest, not like the posed ones where you're at the top of a parking garage and, like, whatever. No, it's like the sweet, stupid, silly moments when you're, like, out at lunch or grabbing ice cream or on the beach at the sunset. Like, that's the kind of vibe we're going for, is the candid, effortless, in the moment, experiencing the moment, Mediterranean girl vibe, okay? Enjoying life for what it is at this very moment, not what you want to make it. I know I am all about like fully fulfilling your potential and making your life everything and maximizing each moment. But really this summer we are going to take, and even you can take this into like the rest of your life, but really practice it this summer. of enjoying the present moment of where you are now, because the things that you're going to do, those are going to come, and you're going to be able to experience those present moments too. But without actually being in this moment now, you're not going to be able to completely feel it. And then moving forward, you're going to look back and be like, oh, I was constantly thinking about the future, and I really missed out on what was going on right in front of me. So that's the vibe, everyone. Okay? Glow up, Mediterranean girl, summer, Pinterest board vibes. There you go. If you want more of this kind of like vibe, whatever, listen to my podcast. I'll have it linked down below. It really goes like more into detail about like each kind of specific thing. I just did an episode on slow living, so that'll all be linked in the description box if you want to go check it out. Check out my Instagram if you want more inspiration on kind of candid, fun photos to post, Instagram story inspiration. My Pinterest is always linked down below, as well as my blog. That was a lot of like self-promo. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go. Wishing you all of the Mediterranean girl summer dreams. Yeah, okay, I love you.